Hey everyone, I just wanted to give an update on some of what's been going on with me. I know that I haven't been like super communicative, or I would say I was going to update and I didn't. And it's just been a really tough last couple of years for me. And so some of that is like obvious from my other video. But I want to make this just because I know when I was struggling, it was really helpful for me to have a method of like seeing what other people had gone through with pericarditis and how maybe I could apply some of that to my own situation. So, this is going to be, I'm not going to really edit this, but this is going to be my experience with pericarditis. I will maybe give a quick summary of what I already went through in my other video, and then I'll go into what life's been like since then. Um, so, to quickly summarize, in 2020 of March, I got diagnosed with a condition called pericarditis, which is an inflammation of the heart. And in the process of that, I ended up having to, for a month, I was bedridden and then thought I could go back to work. And then I overdid it and was bedridden again for another basically 8 months. But what I want to update everyone on is, so for me, the struggle was I had a lot of heart pain for probably out of my 10-month recovery time that I had. Uh, I would say that for me, uh, the struggle was for, I don't know, 6 or 7 months was about how much I had heart pain, and it tapered off, right? So for the first 3 or 4 months, pain was like pretty high up there, had a lot of bad days, and as time went on, it like descended slowly and got better and better. And so, if you heard what I just said, you might have done the math and thought, well, Jesse, you should have only been out of commission for 9 months, right? That's kind of the timeline you got. And yes, I got the okay from the doctor to return to normal activity after 9 months of like not doing anything. But part of the problem with that was I had already tried to jump back into things a little too early, and so I didn't want to make that same mistake. So, to avoid that, I took another month of not doing like hiking or running or exercising, whatever it might be, just to really make sure, am I okay? Am I good? Am I like, where am I at? So that was why it was 10 months. And so, all that to say, I'll kind of give you a quick update on where am I at now? What has my journey been like since then? Because I basically was like fully recovered all the way back in, like, I'll say April of 2021. So, where does that put me? Um, where it puts me is I basically have not had any issues since uh, back in April of 2021. One thing I will say has been my experience is that I've had issues when getting a bad flu or cold or COVID since then, um, where I'll start to feel my heart like pain or whatever. And so what I want to say about that is just, if you are someone who is experiencing pericarditis or myocarditis or any of these things, it really does like differ person to person. Like, not everyone's experience with this condition is going to be the same. But what I want to maybe encourage you to do is, when you have recovered and you get sick, don't try to overdo it, because that might be the thing that puts you out of commission again and makes you relapse on your stuff. Because that's something that I've read a lot from some of the different chat rooms around this subject, is, or like Facebook groups or whatever. Seems like a lot of people have had that issue when like basically relapsing. And so I that's like if you relapse once, it becomes more and more common as you go on. So for me, I really wanted to avoid that. And so that's why I ended up, when I got sick, would feel something coming on. And this, I'm not a doctor. This isn't like, not like official advice, just my experience. I ended up taking a couple Aleve or Advils when I was sick, and I felt the heart pain because I wanted to calm down any inflammation that might be occurring. So that's been my experience. I've had a lot of other random stuff happen. I got shoulder surgery just like a couple weeks ago, and so I'm slowly recovering from that, and that's been good. And then other than that, that's kind of the gist for me. I've to give an idea of what kind of things I've been doing. I have run a couple of half marathons since I've recovered. I'm not running much lately because of the shoulder, and I hurt my hip. But was running. I was playing volleyball. That's also why I got the shoulder surgery, so I can play more volleyball. And all the things that I couldn't do before, I was able to get back into. So that was my experience. I feel really bad for the people who that's not their experience and they're still struggling, and I just really hope and pray that those people can find a treatment regimen for them that works. And just to like give a quick update on what worked for me, my advice, I would say, or not advice, but like what I found to work for me, is how I should probably phrase it, is that like going on steroids for me was not a good thing. Like I had it prescribed, and it ended up, I think, doing more harm than good. So for me, what seemed to work was being on colchicine and then taking some sort of anti-inflammatory, so like an NSAID or ibuprofen or whatever. Like taking Aleve and colchicine basically religiously was the thing that worked for me and didn't cause me to have like additional issues come up. And like some of these other pills I would like get insomnia from, and I just couldn't sleep. And so so anyway, that's kind of just a quick rundown of what I've been through. I really think that finding a set of like medications that your doctor prescribes, that like finding something that works for you personally is really important with this, because like I said earlier, it's kind of like you never know if something that works for one person will work for you with this particular condition. So anyway, I hope this helps. Just kind of recorded this like one and done. Sorry for any like errors or stuttering or anything like that, but wanted to finally do this, finally had the energy and like the capacity to like do it. And so yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll have some more fun stuff on this channel, so if you do find this video because you're struggling, I really hope that one, you feel supported by this video and the other video of like that it can get better, that you can recover, and it's really just kind of up to you to take this time to pause and not push yourself to do more than your body is capable at this moment. So other than that, I hope maybe you stick around and some of these videos can be fun or enjoyable or thought-provoking. I'm not really sure what this channel will have. Maybe I'll just make it a design channel for like UX projects I do on a personal basis. But yeah, so anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope this helped, and I just hope that if you are dealing with this, that you recover soon and don't have to be out of commission like I was for 10 months. So anyway, sweet. Thank you. Have a good one.